Much for coming in. We've been hearing about these warnings for a while, but why the urgency right now?
There's two fundamental reasons. The first is the Sudanese population at the moment are using their assets to try to cope with a lean season that they go through every year, this lean season being particularly difficult. We need to minimize the use of those assets because those assets could make a difference later in the year. The second reason, however, is we need to position ourselves for a deterioration of the situation later in the year. The access at the moment, it is a concern. Security, the rains are making it difficult. The sooner we act, the sooner we'll be in a position to deal with the need that will arise.
We're just looking at some pictures from South Sudan at the moment. Surely, though, if people aren't secure, they can't hang around and plant crops. They can't even stay in their homes. Isn't that the main problem you face?
That is one of the fundamental reasons behind the situation at the moment. It's the lack of security makes it virtually impossible for many people to indeed to plant and to grow the next batch of crops. The security also makes it very difficult for food to make it into the markets. So people with assets that can then buy foods in this particular point in time, there is less food in the markets because the security also makes it difficult for the traders to operate. So those two factors combined make it particularly difficult this year.
What do you need more than anything else?
I think both a greater commitment on the part of the international community to recognizing that the signs are there, that those signs need to be met with swift action, and also a greater commitment to increase humanitarian space to enable us to operate and deliver the life-saving treatment that we can provide.
Your organisation works all over Africa. What's different about the situation in South Sudan? Because there are, frankly, conflicts elsewhere on the continent, unfortunately.
Sure. Action Against Hunger operates in over 40 countries, and we have been in South Sudan for over 20 years, so we've got first-hand experience of what a normal year would be in South Sudan. I think that the difference in this particular occasion is just the magnitude of scale. I think we are seeing a number of conflicts and similar situations elsewhere in the world, but the scale of what we're seeing in South Sudan and the challenges in meeting those needs are significantly larger.
At the end of that piece, we saw Saul Guerrero, the president, talking about the urgency of this. Surely the cards are in his hand. Stop the fighting.
I think that's certainly part of the equation, but it's not the only part of the equation. I think we've got a commitment. We need to demonstrate that we are committed to meeting the humanitarian needs that will not be solved immediately by a political solution. Those needs are already there and they require a humanitarian solution, and we need to provide that solution. And the political side of it will need to be dealt with alongside that.
Saul Guerrero, thank you very much for coming in and speaking.